A good day to one non-present here today. I'm going to be presenting on the topic figures of speech. First off, we'll begin with a small introduction. Writing is a craft. If you think of yourself as a craftsperson, then words are your raw materials and figures of speech are one of your tools. A figure of speech is a creative use of language to generate an effect. Some figures of speech like metaphor, simile, oxymoron, etc. are found in everyday language. The different figures of speech are as follows. First up, we have alliteration, followed by hyperbole, metaphor, onomatopoeia, oxymoron, personification, simile, idiom, and finally we have pun. Why we need figures of speech. Just as we need flavor in our food and fun in our day, we also need something to spice up our speaking skills. This is where the need for figures of speech comes in. They make sentences deeper and leave the listener with a sense of wonder. When used in writing, they bring life to the words used by the author. Exploring alliteration and hyperbole. Alliteration is the repeating of consonant sounds right next to each other, which creates a memorable or melodic effect. Example, she sells seashells by the seashore. In the above example, the consonant S is repeatedly used. Next up, we have hyperbole. Hyperbole is a deliberate exaggeration that adds emphasis, urgency, or excitement to a statement. Example, if I don't eat soon, I'm going to die of hunger. Another example, it's raining cats and dogs. Exploring metaphor and simile. Metaphor. A metaphor is the direct comparison of dissimilar things to create more vivid imagery or understanding. Example, she's the apple of my eye. Bob is a couch potato. Simile. Just like a metaphor, a simile compares two dissimilar things. But in this figure of speech, we make use of the words like or as. The goal of simile is to give the reader a clearer understanding of something. Example, Sanjana is as proud as a peacock. Rahul was as red as a tomato. Next up, we have onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is the naming of a thing or action by a vocal imitation of the sound associated with it. Example, boing, gargle, clap, zap, pitter-patter, etc. Oxymoron. An oxymoron is a phrase that uses two contradictory words to create a new meaning. Example, that strawberry cake was awfully good. There was a deafening silence in the theatre. Finally, we have personification. Personification is a figure of speech that is used to attribute human characteristics to something that is not human. It can also be used to personify an abstract quality. Example, the sun smiled down on us. In the above example, the sun is referred to as if it's a person having the human quality of smiling. Another example, the light danced on the surface of the water. Here, light is personified and given the human trait of dancing. Finally, we have idioms and puns. Idiom. An idiom is a phrase that, when taken as a whole, has meaning you wouldn't be able to deduce from the meanings of the individual words. It's essentially the verbal equivalent of using the wrong math formula but still getting the right answer. Example, pull yourself together. Another example, I'm going to call it a night. Pun. A pun is a form of wordplay that purposely substitutes words that sound similar but have different meanings. Example, The two pianists had a good marriage. They were always in accord. I was struggling to figure out how lightning works, but then it struck me. Thank you.